They say, read another book to explore another part of the world. That is how powerful a book can be. Therefore, in our assignment, Reading Habit, we want to indulge in types of books. There are many types of books in this world with different genre, content, and also the physical of the book. Some may pick thick books, but some may choose books that have fewer pages. So, how do people choose their book? We conducted a survey just to find that out. Firstly, do people prefer books in colors or black and white? 85.2% of our respondents choose books in colors. This is usually used in magazines and children books to attract readers. It is used for smaller manuscripts. Moving on to books in black and white, 14.8% choose this. Books in black and white are for longer manuscripts. Also, they save a lot of budget. Second question is on visual, text, or both. Some prefer their books to fill with visual only, and it proved when 14.8% of our respondents choose this. Books with visual are usually for younger generation as they started to develop their own imaginations. They also don't like to spend much time on reading. Books with text are chosen by 3.7% of our respondents. First, because some people really love to read novels, and second, because they could manage to create their own imagination. The most popular type of book, an equal amount of visual and text. 81.5% choose visual and text as their go-to book. This is because it attracts readers, and also a book have to contain an equal amount of text and visual so that the readers won't get boring. Next, what's your pick? Is it fiction or non-fiction? Fiction consists of made-up stories using the author's imagination. Based on the survey, 66.7% out of 27 respondents pick fictions. This is because it is easier to indulge in a fiction book where they play with your minds and also enhance your imaginations. Next, moving on to the non-fiction books. 33.3% choose non-fiction. This is because not everyone enjoys superficial and made-up stories. The fourth question are, how many pages can be read in one sitting? This question is to determine whether you enjoy thick or thin book. %70.4% of our respondents could read 1 until 50 pages in one sitting. This is because people want to read less pages but packed with information or uprising action in a storyline. Next, some people will lose attraction and focus if they read many pages at one time. Lastly, a study has shown that a normal person only be able to focus in reading in 1 hour equals 250 to 55 pages. So, the ideal book for most people are not thick, but each page is filled with information. The last question we asked to our respondents are, what type of book do you usually read and why? Is it novel, or motivational book, or comic? Based on our survey, novel has an amazing plot. They have climax, rising action, and so on. Second, it's as if reading someone else's story life. And lastly, fiction books have a wonderful storyline. Motivational books. First, they motivate them to get moving forward, and secondly, give positive impact to their life. Magazine helps the readers to keep them up to date with the latest fashion, lifestyles, and current issues. And last but not least, comic book. books with more visual because it is easier to see the graphic than to imagine it yourself. In conclusion, it doesn't matter if you read fiction or non-fiction, thick or thin books, or books filled with graphic. What matters is that you read books to gain knowledge, as knowledge is the best weapon. Thank you.